No, you're not crazy. I am literally unboxing the third Ralph Lauren bag within a month. I promise I have a really good excuse, so just hear me out. So it all started about a month ago when I ordered my Ralph Lauren cargo Ricky from Neiman Marcus. Listen guys, they were having an amazing deal. They were doing like this whole gift card promotion where if you spent X amount of money on like an item, you got X amount on a gift card. And took full advantage when I ordered my cargo Ricky, not gonna lie. The gift card, you guys, it was an amazing gift card. It was a really good promotion. If you can ever catch Neiman Marcus when they're doing this promotion, I highly recommend it. 10 out of 10. Wonderful, wonderful experience. As I was waiting for the gift card to come, of course I'm perusing the website. I'm thinking to myself, like, do I want another bag? Do I just want to get some ready to wear, some shoes? Like, I've got a ton of shoes. I have a ton of ready to wear. I have a ton of bags, but as bag collectors, 100% I landed on buying a new bag. So I was thinking to myself, there was this particular bag that I've always wanted from Ralph Lauren since it was introduced in 2022. There's just a part of me that was like, do I want to spend that money on that item when you also know I'm an Hermes collector? I love, just collecting in general, but do I love that bag enough? Because I already have a couple of bags in my closet, if you will, that do about the same thing, that are very similar. I told myself, okay, this is the time to do it. I am so glad I did. Like, how we got from A to B is absolutely insane, but I don't want to make you guys wait too long. So I'm going to show you what is inside of this Polo Ralph Lauren dust bag. It is iconic. It is amazing. The story is insane, so make sure you stick around. As you can tell, Ralph Lauren collectors, I was able to get my hands on the new Polo ID bag, but not just any Polo ID bag. No. This was the one that I had originally wanted so badly from the Holiday 2024 collection and thought I missed out on until somebody returned theirs at the exact right time for me to use my gift card, and I was able to get the suede Polo ID in the iconic fringe. I mean, be so serious. When have you ever known me to do anything small? Not in this lifetime. This was no exception. So I was able to get my hands on the large Polo ID in the color clay with the fringe from the iconic Holiday 2024 collection. I am blown away. As you all know, listen, I am no stranger to fringe. I have my fringe Bellport bucket bag back there that I share with you guys. I think was that January, December? It's been a few months, and I got more gorgeous suede fringe goodness. So with this one, how did it happen? Like what was going on? So like I was saying, I was trying to decide, like I really wanted a large Polo ID bag, and I have for a very long time, but I told myself, I'm like, that fringe, there was this fringe version that I missed out on. Well, it's here in my hands, but for purpose of this story, we're going to pretend I missed out on it. I originally saw it in person, I think at the Oakbrook store here in Chicagoland. It was sitting there just splayed out in its beautiful fringe goodness. That bag has lived rent-free in my head now for several months. It's here in March finally. And like I was saying, I spent the money. I got my cargo Ricky, my holy grail Ricky for now, spring 2025. I was like, what do I spend my money on? Well, then literally 2 days before I got the gift card email from Neiman Marcus, someone returned this and it popped back up on the website, and then it stayed there for a good few days. So I was telling my husband, I want a large Polo ID. Obviously that's no secret, but do I need this version? Because a couple of things. I already have a big fringe shoulder bag in my Bellport bucket bag back there. And I already have a very similar large suede hobo in my Coach Zoe in my closet, the big XL, like limited edition one. It's very hard to get. So then I was like, do I really need this version of the Polo ID? And then I had to ask myself, Caleb, would you be so upset if you missed out on it? The answer was a resounding yes. And within 6 hours, I had my Neiman gift card completely spent. I could not be happier. So next up, I want to kind of share with you the history of the Polo ID. Then we're going to do like a little what fits review. I'm going to show you some mod shots and then share with you some of my top picks over at Neiman Marcus right now. Today, I'm just so freaking over the moon. I am so excited because like I said, it wasn't necessarily a wish list bag. It wasn't a holy grail bag. It wasn't a wish list, but it was kind of like a back burner what if kind of bag. I don't know. I'm just so glad I could finally mark it off the list. But before we get into all that, hey guys, my name's Caleb. I post luxury and lifestyle related content here on YouTube and over on my website, curatedbycaleb.com. We're going to find some more in-depth blogs related to lifestyle and luxury. There's also a store with a lot of amazing finds. There's going to be a new drop coming here in just a couple of weeks. If you're interested in subscribing, please do so, but also consider joining the membership. We have one of the best communities here on YouTube in the Lux space. We have an amazing members meetup, Discord. It's just so much fun to get together with like-minded people, have a place to kind of hang out, chat, share our purchases. Consider checking it out. It's a ton of fun. Now, with the Polo ID bag, this was originally introduced in 2022 to a lot of fanfare. Like, I think the Ralph Lauren Ricky, iconic, stunning bag. It's America's Birkin after all. But the Ralph Lauren Polo ID bag just took the fashion world by storm. You could literally see this everywhere. And I remember looking at it during our first members meetup already 2 years ago, which is absolutely insane to say. It was just a stunning bag. It's been all over my FYP, both over on TikTok, Instagram, all over Pinterest. Like, you could not escape the Ralph Lauren Polo ID bag. So obviously with the house, it has several key features. Now, as you all know, Ralph Lauren style, it's very steeped in New England, preppy aesthetic, equestrian, and this bag has all of that tied into one. So first of all, it's kind of leaning into the whole quiet luxury trend, and that was key because when this came out, that was kind of during or after the Gwyneth Paltrow ski trials, if you will. What a moment in history. Like, I'm still digesting that to this day in 2025. So with this bag, it's absolutely just stunning. You have this kind of equestrian saddle shape, and what I love most about this, being that it's a large hobo, it's actually gusseted here at the bottom. So when you set it down, it can actually stand on its own. Trust me, we'll put some stuff in and I will show you for proof. And overall, just minimal gorgeousness. So with this, you'll have the Polo ID kind of jewelry here hanging on the front with the little flap. And with this strap, okay, let's get this foam off finally once and for all. This strap, you guys, is so adjustable. Now on the website, it boasts that, oh, it's you can go crossbody. Listen, if you're 6'7", it's not gonna go crossbody, it's just gonna go right into your armpit. But for those of you that are a little bit shorter, a little bit more petite than I am, which is not hard to do in either case, this might be able to go crossbody, but try it on in store first if that's what you're looking for. Now with this one, just like anything from like Gucci and Balenciaga, you're going to see a lot of strap adjustments. So you're going to have a ton of holes. I kind of have mine down towards the bottom because with the strap, you have this Bombay detailing across the top. It's a little bit more padded, a little bit more comfortable. So I wanted to make sure to kind of keep that more on my shoulder because as you noticed, if you go too long, then you're just going to kind of be rocking it with this thin part up on your shoulder, which is not the vibe, not very comfortable, but you can literally just swing this on and go, guys. It is one of the best shoulder bags. Not that I've carried it yet, but I'm just assuming it's Ralph Lauren. It's fabulous. It's going to be one of the best, right? I just cannot believe I got my hands on one. With the Polo ID, how does it get its name? Like, what's the ID all about? Well, with the brand iconography, it's basically saying that this little brass piece here on the little strap on the bag is reminiscent to an ID bracelet. And I could see it. I could kind of see where they're coming from. So we're going to throw that back to the back, and then on the interior it's also lined in suede. If you get like the full leather versions, or I think even like the Spectator canvas and leather version, you're going to have a built-in back pocket. But with the suede version, or at least the one with fringe I should say, you're going to get this removable little wristlet pochette moment. And I have tested it, so you can get your iPhone Pro Max whatever easily inside the wristlet, along with like maybe a little card holder, some chapstick, and this little thing is going to be the perfect grab and go. Like, let's say we're sitting at the lodge, we're in Colorado at the ski resort, and I just need to run down to the restaurant for dinner. I don't want to carry my whole large ID bag. Pop this thing off, fashion into a wristlet, and you're on the go. Like, it is so convenient, you guys. And that's pretty much it. Like, this bag has very minimal hardware, so we're falling into that quiet luxury trend. It's a gorgeous classic from a celebrated American design house, and I could see this being a staple in my closet for many years to come. It's classic, it's chic, but yet it's over the top. With all this fringe, it does kind of stand out on its own, and it's going to be perfect for those rugged, like, winter days. I could see this with like a fabulous shearling coat this winter, or even in the fall with like a really cool barn coat. Like, this is going to give me some really good relaxed weekend energy. I don't know, I absolutely love the Polo ID. So if you can get your hands on a Polo ID, I could not recommend it more. Now let's take a break, let's see what's going to fit inside. I'll show you guys some mod shots, and then we're going to do a little shopping together, which, as you all know, I love shopping. I love helping you shop, so it's going to be a lot of fun, so stick around. The main question that I always get on these bag reviews is, will my laptop fit? And even though I never take mine with me inside my bag, I decided to test it, and yes, the MacBook Pro easily slides into there. That's a 13-inch, by the way. Now, it does stick out the top a little bit, which is okay, but not ideal, but it does fit. You can put it in there, I promise. So let's see what's all gonna fit into this massive bag. Now, of course, it's a huge hobo, so it's gonna literally carry anything we need it to, but I thought it would make it easier if you could visualize what I carry on a daily basis. Up first is my Posh Toilette 15 from LV. Then we have my very bulky sunglasses case. Now, yes, the bag is very floppy, but once we get a few things into the bottom, it's gonna stand on its own. That was my Longchamp Brioche case holding my Bang & Olufsen earbuds. And next up, we have my wallet from Polo Ralph Lauren. I'll have that linked for you in the description below. Now we've got a few things in there, it's finally standing up. Next up, my pill case. This is from Coach, Tylenol, Advil, just all the regular accoutrement of a 36-year-old. We also have my extra gum, which I will never leave the house without. My 6-key holder from Prada. A Coach Mini Skinny full of other odds and ends. And last but not least, I'm going to need my tape measure just in case I'm out thrifting or shopping, and of course the car key. But rather than just let these things roll around, there's a pouch. So let's throw those inside, make some use of this cute little wristlet pouch moment, and toss it in the bag. Next up, let's do some mod shots. So as you can see, this bag is pretty big on my frame and I'm loving all this fringe. Fits easily on the shoulder, and even though I have sad sloping shoulders, it's no secret, it actually stays up on my shoulder really well. Now, there's plenty of space for me to drop this a little bit longer. Some of you could get this crossbody, but for me, I kind of like where it's hitting me right there on the hip. The fringe is perfect. Overall, this is just an awesome look, and I cannot wait to take this bag out. So when it comes to the Polo ID collection, it doesn't just embody the gorgeous hobos, which is synonymous with that nameplate, if you will, but there's also a ton of other products. I know there's some SLGs like card holders, wallets, things like that. There's the wallet on chain. There's a tote, there's a satchel, which came in the most gorgeous dark midnight blue suede. That was, oh my God. Every time I go into the Ralph Lauren store, I have to like stop and ogle at it because it is so stunning. But today I'm going to share with you the 4 different sizes of the Polo ID Hobo, and we're going to kick it off with the size mini. Now with the mini, this one comes in at $498, and it comes in a variety of colors. Right now I'm going to show you the tan. The tan for Polo ID is very similar to RL Gold for the collection line, very similar. And this one has a stunning gold hardware. Now with the mini, you can wear it a couple of different ways. You can either do like a little top handle, crook of arm moment up on the shoulder, but you can also kind of fold this into like a little fortune cookie almost, which really helps kind of dress up the bag. And if you needed to carry this to like an event or something, the mini ID, it's going to have you covered. It's such a cute design. It can fit quite a bit. There's some pretty decent reviews here on YouTube as well. I feel like this is a great way to dip your toe into the Polo ID pool without spending big bucks, right? Like this is a good way to just kind of get your feet wet. For the same price point, you can also do kind of like a spectator style, which you all know I love. Like give me a good canvas with like a luggage trim moment. I am there. I almost bought that version of this bag, but we're going to get to that here in just a second. Also, the same price point, they have a variety of really cool colors, different smooth leathers. There's an amazing denim one, which I shared in my denim top picks. If you guys haven't watched that yet, go and check it out. We also have the small version, and right now the small version, we've got it in the tan, we've got it in the classic black, but I want to call to attention the denim version. Now with this denim version, you're going to have silver hardware. It is absolutely stunning. You could wear it short shoulder, you could drop it down and almost go crossbody. Again, if you're much shorter than I am, you might be able to. This one's currently pre-order, but Neiman Marcus has you covered. You're going to get yours before Ralph Lauren has it on the website, I'm sure. This is just a bag that lends itself, the design itself, that equestrian saddle shape, it just lends itself to a variety of gorgeous materials. In the past, they've done some really amazing tartan wools, and I believe in 2023 there was this like yellow beaded floral vision, if you will. Guys, that one was absolutely stunning. I'm like, could a 6'7" man carry a little yellow beaded bag with flowers on it? Like, how am I going to justify this if I ever found it? It's come in satins and silks and bejeweled crystals. There's a really cool Western version a couple of years ago. Like, the Polo ID bags, you guys, just do not disappoint. The quality is amazing. The materials and craftsmanship, and by materials, I'm talking about gorgeous Italian leathers and suedes. It's not produced to the same caliber as like Ralph Lauren collection is, like my Rickies behind me. Those are going to be equivalent to like your more high-end designer brands. Those are handcrafted in Italy by a single artisan. They can take up to 15 hours to produce one Ralph Lauren Ricky. The Polo line, think of it like back in the day when Marc Jacobs had his full priced line, and then he also had his Mark by Marc Jacobs. It's still amazing, it's still really good, but it's a diffusion brand, so it's going to be a little bit more down market than say the collection, but more up market than say the Lauren brand. Within Ralph Lauren, if you truly wanted to get into the brand, there's kind of like a ladder, if you will, a hierarchy of sub-brands, subdivided brands, and Ralph Lauren Polo, it's just a step or two down from the top. Like the design, the quality, the craftsmanship, it is all absolutely impeccable. And then moving up to the mediums, right now they have a few really good mediums. Again, they've got you covered with the black and the tan version. There's also a spectator version for $7.98, and I believe kind of a pebbled leather white version for also $7.98. Now, when it comes to the medium size, it's just going to be a touch smaller than large, obviously, but not quite as big. I could see where a lot of folks might find this to kind of swallow them up. And another reason why I did the French version, I figured on my frame, this is going to buy me a little bit more size and make the bag look a lot bigger than it truly is visually. Because as a 6'7" man, sometimes a shoulder bag can look a little silly on me, but I'm working through that myself. So I was thinking, okay, the fringe is going to look bigger, a little bit more rugged, a little bit more Western and masculine, hashtag cowboy vibes. I'm totally kidding. So for the fringe version, it was $898, which is $100 more than the typical, like your plain black and tan leather versions would be. Now with the materials on my bag, it is all Italian suede on the exterior, bonded suede on the interior. And honestly, like both sides are very soft. Like when I'm touching both, like if my eyes were closed, I would have a hard time telling you which was the bonded suede side and which was the exterior. That is how good the interior is. And then of course you have leather on the interior of the strap, which is going to help it kind of stay on a little bit more as you're running about the city. And listen, with all this beautiful fringe tailing behind me, I'm going to need all the help I can get. All right, guys, so I'm going to have everything that I just showed you over at Neiman Marcus linked down below. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we're having another little gift card weekend and you can end up surprising yourself with something else later on down the road. Let me know in the comments, like, are you a Polo ID fan? Do you have one? Would you consider one? And if you already have one, like, what's your favorite thing about it? Because I am dying to carry mine, so let me know in the comments. Let's get a Polo ID conversation going. And until next time, guys, stay safe, have fun. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.